We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
Set to kick off.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, let's give some credit to the defense. They did a nice job there as they flushed him to his right. But he is able to buy some time, extend the play, and turned it into a short gain.
Come on, come on.
They'll drop the throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. You talk about this Giant defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect that offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it. At the 25-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbroo. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not only going to catch the football, he's going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Dart going to give to Scatterbroo. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. but he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
To throw, Dart. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They'll go. Here's Dart. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
First down.
They'll send the tight end in motion. A play fake, and now it's Dart. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Cowboys.
Throwing again. Here's Dart. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Dart. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. And this one a 41-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Joey Sly set to kick off.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Tag. Tap to 60. Tap to 60. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
7, Giants 3.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Down the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Get it.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. From 4 yards out, as his guys are able to extend their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
14. Giants 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the ball.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Play action now. Dart. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
6 yards. First down, Giants.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw now, Dart. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Dart going to look to throw here. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Donovan Ezeraku in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Giants from 3 yards out. And the Giants have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Giants 10. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry a rhythm for essentially 2 weeks.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
On the ready.
Handoff, Blue running right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Ready. Viking 18. Ready.
Now back to throw. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 27.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They go with Blue between the tackles. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the
19-yard
line.
Seven Pirates.
They'll look to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They're going to look to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
He'll dump this off to Scatterbury. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Giants. Cam Scatteroo, 68 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
70 Ranger. Go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
Yeah, they'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2nd and 7.
Dragon 60. Ready. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. And that's caught inside the 30. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Ready up.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jaded Blue. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and through. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Giants 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing his dart. Complete to his target, Jalen Hyatt. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
A gain of 13 yards.
Here we go.
1st down, Giants.
From the gun, Dart. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's Dart. going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing his dart. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Ouch, could have been a game-tying touchdown. He'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way, like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he returns this to the 22.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
There's a short one caught by Johnson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
First down, here's Scatterbury to about the 48-yard line.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. That open man that time, they end up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. The third down conversion successful. A gain of 11. An inside run with Scatterbury. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action with Dart. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
This 2nd and 4.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Take up.
Looking to throw, Dart. High up there to grab it. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. To the air once more is Dart. That's complete to his running back, Scatterby. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now Dart.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown.
Malik Neighbors.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready. Cramp up, dragon 60.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Got it. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They hand it off. It's Blue. And he stopped immediately there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Okay.
Ball
break.
on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw here.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
2nd down and 8. Dart.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Here's Dart. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
And the Giants, first down. First and 10.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. To throw his dart. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
Okay, ready?
Here's second and 10.
Check that, street. Here we go, set, hut, go.
Give up the middle, Scatteroo. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. Throwing, dart. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Sly able to put this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Let's go now.
And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Ready?
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Here we go. 60 by 6. Ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, you got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Saw the linebacker Damone Clark coming through with a stop.
2 yards on
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Out of the gun, here's Dart. Maybe he hits him in stride. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some space here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Here's 2nd and 7. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On play action. Here's Dart. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 36. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And the Giants first down.
72 move. Check, 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 check.
They'll run from the gun with Scatterby. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Charles, defensively, one timeout left. Do you use it here, or do you let it roll to the 2-minute warning?
I would use it here because you're going to get the 2-minute warning stoppage as well. And then that means you have to snap the ball again. Something could happen. Something could go awry. You could get the ball back. I wouldn't let it run.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Go.
They'll stay on the ground with Scatterby. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To the air, Dart. And he'll find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
19. Ready? Hawk 70. 70, Hawk 70. Go.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Giants have just about sewn up this football game. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Giants, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL.